What's good, y'all? WRX here, back with another video, man. And today, well, you guys already know. If you guys saw the title of this video, you clicked it, then you guys know we're gonna be doing the review on the 2015 and newer WRX headers. So let's go straight into it. Let's go ahead and hit all the topics. I'm pretty sure everyone's been bugging me questions. Everyone's been asking me, how's it been running? What's my setup? How have they been acting with, especially with the heat going on and everything going on right now. So I want to kind of explain what I've been through with the car and how the headers have been holding up, which obviously they've been holding up good because, well, no issues so far. So knock on wood, knock on some wood. But let's just go ahead and I'm gonna answer all your guys' questions. I want to make sure I hit all the important things that everyone's been asking me because there's been about 3 main questions. So let's go ahead and get straight into that. All right, guys, so 3 main questions I get asked constantly about my headers. And I know I said you guys bug me. You guys don't ever bug me. I actually like answering the questions. So and I know since this is kind of like I'm one of the first top people to really have the headers, this is kind of an important video. This is a really important one to where I know I wanted to answer all these questions beforehand, but I kind of wanted to make sure that I had, I wanted to go through with this as far as I can until I get my tune. So I guess for the first question you guys ask me is what's my setup? So my setup is the Tomei Untitled headers. I have a stock turbo, stock block, Cobb intake, Cobb flex fuel kit, the Cobb boost controller, a turbo excess blow off valve, or yeah, the hybrid one, and turbo excess intercooler front mount. Had to do the front mount. Damn, it's a little dark. I don't know if you really saw that, but anyways, yeah, you'll see it in photos. But so setup wise, we just have the I got a base map from Tuning Technologies here in Colton in Southern California. With that being said, the car's been actually running kind of smooth. When I first started running it, I had just run like 91, and he only put me on 12 pounds of boost because talking with the tuner, he's not really familiar with the uninclined headers with the FA motors. So we just thought, me and him talked about it for a while, and we just thought, we should just run, rather be running it safe than sorry. So we're running about 12 pounds of boost. So yeah, so as you guys saw in the previous videos, I don't know if you guys ever saw it. If you guys haven't, I'll make sure to hit it in the corners. Make sure you guys go see those videos. It's the when I first got the headers installed, I was running the full 22 pounds of boost. And once I ran it with Team DDR, when we did the cruise with them, or I did with the cruise with them, I actually started noticing I was running at about 21 pounds of boost. So it drew back just a little bit of boost, but that was just the intake and the catalyst J pipe, and then the rest of it was obviously straight piped as well. But that had no intercooler, that had no boost controller, that had no flex fuel. I didn't have really anything. So that setup beforehand was allowing me to run the full 21 pounds, and I was not on the base map yet. So once I got the rest of my parts installed, and then I got I finalized it. I talked with my tuner about it. That's when we kind of decided, okay, we should run just 12 pounds of boost for right now until he sees on the dyno and sees how it runs with the flex fuel and see how it acts. So how has it been acting? That's my setup. So my setup right now is currently that base map, and I run a different kind of fuel actually. So tuner's probably gonna hate this, but he told me just to run 91. I ran 91, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it ran smooth for the first month. And as soon as the summer started kicking in, I would say around June is mid-June is when the heat started really kicking in. And as the heat kicked in, I started noticing the car would start acting up. So I would notice it the worst with my setup right now and the headers on 91 is if I'm in traffic, like stop and go traffic, it's and I have the AC on, and it's let's say it's 12, 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and it's just blazing hot, I'll start to get a lot of feedback knock. The biggest one that I saw was about 5.82 knock, and I really started noticing it, especially when I was going in and out of traffic. But it's kind of weird because I was talking to a couple people, and they were telling me that these 2015 WRXs and newer can actually handle E85. So I looked into it. I started looking into the whole E85 rule, and I actually found it. I don't know if you guys know, but it's on Fat Body Tuning's website. I'll make sure I'll show you guys a link in their description below. You guys can read all about it if you guys want to. It's totally guys up to you. But I've actually been running it. So the rule is that the tank can take about 14 gallons of fuel, right? So I do 3 gallons of E85 and 11 gallons of 91. And honestly, I haven't really had any issues with the car since then. When I do go back into that situation where I'm in traffic, it's super hot, especially how it's been really hot lately, and I'm in stop and go traffic and I have the AC on, I'll get about, let's see, negative 2.41 knock. But other than that, I mean, I get zero feedback knock at all. So I guess E85 helped it a little bit better. But I also knew, and then, because I've been, like I said, I've wanted to test trial, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys as enough feedback as I possibly could. So I made sure that I went back and I did the same thing. I've been trying to wait here, and I'll go into traffic just so I can get enough information for you guys. So I did another test trial where I did it to where it was in the blazing hot, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about 105 degrees outside. I'm in stop and go traffic, but I had the AC off, windows down. I only got about negative 141 on that one. So it still kind of gave me a little bit of feedback knock, but it was enough to where I could still kind of, it wasn't, you know, over the top. So I was like, okay, I'm straight, you know what I mean? Ran it back again, and I noticed I went to Palm Springs, and I drove it at about like 8 or 9 in the morning, and it was about 90 degrees, constantly on the throttle. I was about in 5th gear, just cruising, and as it started to get hotter and hotter, it started to act with the feedback knock, and I got about negative 0.70 with the feedback knock. So and I did that on E85, and I tried it with 91, and 91 shot me right back up. And I did the Palm Springs one on the way back. On the way back from Palm Springs, I did all 91. I came back, had the AC on, and with the AC on, running from Palm Springs back to Corona, it was oil temperature shot up, my coolant temperature shot up, and once I turned the AC off, rolled the windows down, it actually gave me even some more feedback, and I think it shot up to about negative 7. So that obviously made me a lot nervous. So I actually pulled over to the nearest ethanol station, which was in San Bernardino area, and it was at like a Chevron. So I pulled up with 3 gallons in, and I topped the rest off at 91, and it was smooth. As soon as I cut the car on, it kind of acted up just a little bit, and then I had to cycle it a couple times, and then cycled it about 2 or 3 times, and then it acted fine. So when you're gonna do the E85 rule, know this: when you first do it, your car might act up a little bit because it's not used to it. I highly suggest, if you're gonna do that 3 gallon of E85 rule, totally on you guys. You know, I'm not forcing you guys to do it. Because like I said, when I first got the headers, I didn't have the E85 rule. I just rode it with 91. I only had the stage 2 OTS map tune, and it ran smooth. It was fine. So if you're gonna obviously get it tuned, and you're gonna talk to a tuner, and like I said, I have, with my setup, you know, I have TGV deletes, a whole new boost controller, intake, the intercooler, you know, the exhaust setup, flex fuel kit, all that obviously plays into a role of how the car is going to act. So your car can be totally different, especially if you got different parts, or if you just have, you know, if your car's a lot older. Mine right now only has 41,000 miles on the car. So my car is a different setup, if you guys, you know what I mean? So take my information with a grain of salt, if that makes sense. But like I said, if you're going to run it like that, I highly suggest, my preference, run it with E85. When you get E85, when you first start doing it, it's gonna act up. I promise you, it's gonna act up. The first, like, maybe 1 or 2 times you fill up, you know, you might be kind of all over the place. And then I would say, like, I think the 3rd or 4th time I put E85 in, smooth. And I actually noticed a little bit of a power gain with it as well. So yeah, you should do it. So with that being said, question number 1, I feel like I got it answered. You know, make sure if you guys have any other questions, hit me up on my Instagram, WRX, down below. Question two. So question one was, what's the setup on the car? Question 2, how has it been acting? Have I gotten No, actually, no. Scratch that. Question number 2 is, have I noticed any power or loss gains? And the answer is, when I first got the car, I noticed a little bit. So I noticed that a little bit of boost was lost. Normally the WRXs make about 22 pounds of boost. Mine was making about 20 to 21, depending on, depending on if I was, in the colder nighttime. During the day, it would make about 20, 19. So I noticed that it was taking back a little bit of the boost, or the PSI. And I noticed it lagged a little bit down below, but I kind of already figured that because I was sacrificing, my performance for the sound. I know a lot of people, when these first came out, a lot of people I was getting, a lot of people had their own opinion saying that, it doesn't make sense, your turbo's gonna blow up, your car's gonna be running unhealthy, doesn't make no sense, why would you do this, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Me personally, I wanted to hear the sound. That's one of the main reasons why I bought the unequal link headers, is because I wanted the sound. And the car is running smooth. I haven't had any issues. Like I said, knock on wood, I've had any issues with the car, so it's been smooth. And from the people who I've seen, if you guys live in Southern California and you see me, or you know me on Instagram or stuff like that, I appreciate I appreciate everyone coming up to me and saying that they like the car. It's loud, it sounds nice. I really do appreciate that. That makes not only myself happy, but I can prove it to other people and be like, hey, look, this car not only sounds good, it's not really fast right now, but it's gonna be fast. It's gonna be quick. And so that's what I'm kind of like excited for, is because as of right now, I haven't really seen anybody have unequal link headers with a full bolt-on ED5 setup. So possibly I could be one of the first ones, if not one of the top people, to have the unequal link headers with a full bolt-on ED5 setup. So I'm excited. So as far as power and gain loss, there is a little bit of power loss. I know there's a little bit of I know you for sure lose torque, but if you're not tracking the car, or if you're not really trying to be all about performance, then I would say just get them. It sounds good. It changes the car drastically. People love how it sounds now, so hey, do it. All right, and for question number 3, I feel like I kind of already answered it. Question number 3 I get asked all the time is if I had any issues with the car, which I already solved that with the whole fuel system heat thing. I had that one issue. Other than that, really no problem at all. I guess the really main issue that I have with the car is that it only runs 12 pounds of boost right now, which kind of sucks, because this whole summer I have been driving on the freeway and on the streets with 12 pounds of boost, and people just like to try me because A, the car is loud, extremely loud, and B, I actually started figuring out how to make it shoot flames. Yeah, so I have it to where it shoots flames now, and it is super exciting, bro. It is super dope. So I guess really the main issue I have with the car is that it's not to its full potential, but I know it will get to its full potential. I mean, just look at it. It's just screaming for it to be full boost. And I got some exciting stuff on the way. Trust me, you guys are gonna want to make sure you guys stay tuned for the next videos. You guys are going to want to stay tuned for the next videos. I'll actually give you guys a sneak peek. Since we're already here. You see those right there? Right there. Those are a different set of coilovers. And if you look right there, that's a different block. That's a whole nother block right there. So, maybe the motor. Coilovers coming on soon. We'll have to do another install on that. And I don't know. If we get a build block, maybe we get them into a bigger turbo, and we'll see how this build goes. But with that being said, I hope I answered all your guys' questions. I hope I answered, kind of like your ifs and worries about it. If you guys have any other questions or any other concerns, comments, whatever, hit me, comment down below. If not, you guys can always reach me on my Instagram right here, WRX. Like I said, I enjoy talking to you guys and answering you guys' questions. If you guys see me out here, in Corona, Eastville, Southern California area, make sure you guys say hi to me. I am I like answering you guys' questions. I like meeting especially other Subaru people. I love meeting other Subaru people, talking about my experiences with it, and just kind of, you know, just being cool. You know, being, I don't know, car culture. It's dope. It's different. So, like I said, I'm not gonna make this video any longer. But if you see me, say hi. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Any other questions, let me know. Any other, you know, if I didn't answer anything, please let me know. Let me know. All right, guys. So until the next video, make sure you guys stay tuned. We're gonna especially be getting soon. So make sure you guys are staying. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. Make sure you guys are being aware, because who knows? This car could be pushing some big power soon. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys have a good day. WRX here, and I'm out. Peace.